I double checked this story just because I wanted to be sure. It's the most horrifying yet fucking hilarious story I've ever read in my entire life. All right, I'll set up the picture for you. So, a woman is visiting her gynecologist, the man who for several years has been examining her breasts and her nether regions, been looking down there and telling her whether they were cute or not, if there was a forest growing in them, if there was some weird kind of fetus stuck in there somewhere, then waving high at him, like, giving her useful information that gynecologists do, checking her oil. Like, I have an idea of what they do, but whatever. So she's been going. Then a weird little incident happened. Here's what the weird little incident was. So, she's in the stirrups. Like, picture this chick is in this. She's like, I think 26, 27 years old. And this happened in Washington, D.C., I believe, or Washington State. Maybe it was Seattle, one or the other. And you can Google the story. It's completely true. She's up there in the stirrups, and naturally, he comes in, he puts on the glove. He starts whistling in there to see if he gets an echo. That's what you always do with a gynecologist, right? He tells her he has to check for elasticity, so he kind of bends it, like stretches like that. It's like, all right, yeah, this is a good one. this will work. It's flexible. It's a sturdy vagina. I love it. So, but then, now what he really does is, she's wearing her mask because COVID times and all that. He's like, could you please take your mask off? Okay, red flag number one. Why the fuck does he need your mask off? Do you have to like yodel or something? Like, do you have to start, making monkey noises or something? Because it's gonna flex your muscles down there? I don't know. So she does, and then he proceeds to tell her, the doctor, that he looks so much better without your mask. Okay, honey, get the hell up and leave. Get out of your stirrups. Listen, creepy. I gotta go now because I'm sure there's some hidden cameras in here. I'm gonna end up on some weird, like, amateur Pornhub type thing, and then I'm gonna have to come back here and just totally annihilate you. So I'm gonna go. But no, she doesn't think anything too weird about that. I mean, she thinks something weird, but whatever. And then he goes, you know what? I'll be right back. Brings his wife his wife. I guess, I hope she works there. I hope he says, honey, you gotta see this vagina. Come here. You gotta get over here fast. I'll stall her. Yeah, I'll tell her that she's gotta, bend over and like cough or something like that. I don't know. I'm a doctor. She won't fucking question me. Brings her, I'm gonna assume she works there, brings her in and has her, he goes, doesn't she look really a lot like me? Okay, creepy. Super duper creepy, right? Here's what's creepier about it. She then realizes, or they realize together somehow, they didn't get too clear on this part, that her gynecologist is her father. Apparently, a long, long time ago, this guy was like a super sperm donor. That's all he did, like to get beer money or to fucking, just get a couple bucks to go to the movies. He, jerk into a cup, and then, he's one of those who like do it over and over and over. And then he artificially inseminated her mom, but he actually might have been the one who artificially inseminated her mom. This is all kinds of crazy. So, like, I think he actually artificially inseminated her mom. So at this point, dude, this is your daughter. This is how creepy and fucking disgusting and weird it is. This poor chick, so she slowly realizes to her horror, and after she stops vomiting and crying, this is her daddy who's been looking at it. And then you know what he says to her? And this is a quote. This is what he said. You're a good kid. Such a good kid. your daddy's little special girl. Let's see that vagina again. Let's see if it grew. Oh, who's got the best vagina? My daughter does. What the fuck is wrong with you? You knew at this point. The guy knew that this is his daughter. Why? If you even thought this was your daughter, the natural reaction would be to go and pass out and then say, listen, you have to go see somebody else. Like, just don't question me, and then go get brainwashed by some, cheap hypnotist off fucking online somewhere or something like that. That's what you have to do. You have to totally, like, you have to go to like some country where they kidnap you and be like, listen, I'm not a spy or anything. I just need you to do those terrorist like tactics, with my mind to basically brainwash me into having me convinced I never saw my daughter's junk. Please? Thank you very much. So now she's suing her daddy for, emotional distress and other things. I want to know how much she's suing for, and I'm sorry, I want to see that. I want to see that court case. I want to see the judge just be like, okay, so we're gonna hear, Kramer versus Smith. Ugh. How did you recognize her? Does it look familiar down there? This poor chick. I feel so bad for her. But really, what's going on with the dad? How do you not know? Like, okay, you inseminated her mother a long time ago. This chick must have the same name. I don't know if she's married. Maybe she doesn't. But even so, if you start to suspect a resemblance, which you did, you have no problem telling her that, and then to take her mask off and tell her she's such a good kid. Freaking, this is like a German porn or something. Like, that's disgusting. Fuck that poor chick. I mean, maybe there were clues down there. I mean, I don't know. Wow, you got the same kind of pubic hair as I do. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's slightly curly, light brown, and just kind of is a tuft to one side. Yeah, I love it. God, yeah. When she spreads her legs, yeah, you look just like your mom. How do I know? I don't know. What the fuck is wrong with these people? So I hope that she gets all the money she wants. I I don't know what you do if you're this girl. I really, I have no clue what you do. I mean, I would say jump into oncoming traffic, but that that wouldn't resolve everything. I mean, you might actually survive and still have to remember that shit. Again, brainwasher. Find one. I don't know where, but go to several hypnotists until you get it right. I don't care if you end up thinking that you're a Siamese goat. When they're done brainwashing you, it's better than the reality. So, yeah, that's true. Girl finds out that gynecologist is her father. You could look it up, and yeah, I think Stephen King wrote it. Dear Christ.